Hey there, folks. I want to welcome you here tonight to the GCN update call. I appreciate everybody taking the time to come out and join us. If you are just jumping on the line here tonight, why don't you come out and tell me where you are logging in from? I'd love to personally welcome you to the call before we get started. All right, Brent from Michigan, welcome. Paul from Canada, welcome. If you're just jumping on here, throw your name in here and tell me where logging in from. Al from Toronto, Luke from Dallas, welcome. David from Las Vegas, welcome. Awesome updates here tonight. Frankie from Phoenix, welcome. Oh, wow, now they're flying in here. Rick from North Carolina. Let me see. I think I missed one there. Craig from New York. Larry from Michigan. Let's see here. Francis from SoCal. Michael from Sweden. Jan from Denmark, welcome. They just all popped in here at once. Let's see here. Maurice from Florida. We got Gary from North Carolina. David from California. Let's see here. Eileen from Vancouver. Aloha from Kauai, Lee. Let's see here. Pat from Grand Canton State. We got Gene from Sarasota, Florida. And we got Richard from Idaho. I want to welcome everybody here tonight. As you can see, the call is filling up. Let's see here. Oh, Australia. Beg from Australia. Welcome. So as you all can see, we have people from all around the world joining us here tonight. And I definitely appreciate you taking the time to spend some time with me here tonight. And I get to update you on some stuff. I know usually what we do on these calls, we actually do an overview call on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Sunday nights, but we have some really cool stuff that are happening inside of our system. So I wanted to take the night tonight to come out and speak with you about some of the changes that are happening inside of our company, just where we're headed as a company for the future, and also maybe answer any questions that are out there as we get to the end. Now, I'm not going to keep you too long here tonight. It's probably going to be like 20 to 30 minutes at the very max is what I'm hoping to do. You know, sometimes I get a little bit long-winded on what we're doing, but you know, I like to start with just saying thank you to each and every one of you. We had a record month in December. It looks like January is going to be a record month as well. So I want to say thank you to each and every one of you who are out there making it happen for our company. Obviously, a lot of that attributed to the promotions that we had. I know that a lot of people had fun with that. We had a lot of people asking for extensions. We did that a few different times to give back, and it was just an thing. I saw a lot of people gain momentum point of that, and from the very get-go was really to put gasoline on a fire, right? To help you guys as we go into 2020 to have a phenomenal year, to have a phenomenal month in January for sure. You know, I've said this many times. People usually use December. They usually use the beginning of December, or I'm sorry, January as an excuse. That's what that's exactly what it is an excuse. I've had many times in my life with months in my very biggest months, and I wanted to basically be able to try to share that with you guys and show you that it can be, as long as you're creative enough, it can be an exceptional opportunity. I mean, we had people that were working all day on the holidays, right? I'm sure your family wants to beat me down a little bit for that, but and mine too. But you know, it was worth it. We had a really good time, a really good turnout, and I appreciate everything that each and every one of y'all are doing. It is really what I wanted to get to. Now, you know, since that time, we've been working on our system in the backgrounds. I know that if you look at and you log into our system, you haven't seen much change with it over the last couple of weeks. But what I can tell you is that over the next couple of days, you're going to see several things that are taking place inside of our system, some updates to help you learn how to market your business better, some tools that we needed updated with the new branding. All those things that you guys have been asking for, they are coming in here tonight. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to give you a sneak peek of some of the things that are coming from a marketing standpoint. And then I'm also going to walk you through something new in our back office. As you guys know, I mean, as we were expanding into new markets, both domestically and internationally, as you can see the world behind me, we have to adapt in many different ways, right? There's many different avenues that we have to approach as a company to make sure that we're ready to go into specific countries. We feel that, you know, these 6 months that we've been in business have been a great building block for us, a great foundation for us to really take our business to the next level. Now, I mean, you guys have heard me talk about this many times that, you know, the steady growth that we've had really been a blessing. Sometimes when you just blow up immediately as a company, it causes challenges that you just simply can't get in front of, no matter how hard you try. We've been very fortunate on our side of the company to be ahead of a lot of the challenges that come. That doesn't mean that we don't have issues that pop up on a regular basis, right? Whether it be programming issues, whether it be dealing with blockchain, whether it be dealing with some of those things that are out there, we have our own issues. But the I always say this, there's so many companies to choose from. There's very few companies that are going to be as transparent and open as what they're doing as what we are, that are in front of you on a regular basis. And, as we move into 2020, this is not going to be the only face that you see forever. We're actually going to start bringing out some of our leadership, some of our people that can tell you how they are having success in the business. My goal as we end up January here, going into February, is to continue to build people and start training people. Okay. The overview calls are awesome. We're going to continue to do those. I say they're awesome. I shouldn't say that, because I think that they're a great tool for you to be able to do it. A recorded overview call might just do it as well at some point. But what I really want to help you with is get you in front of some of the people that are having success, tell some of their stories, tell why they're able to do it, give you some knowledge on our tools and our products and our services that we do. Some of those things that we haven't had in place as we go and finish into January, you're going to see many of those things popping up, because let's face it, there's a lot of people that have questions about the auctions. There's a lot of people that have questions about the sports wagering. There's a lot of people that have questions that are brand new to the industry that don't even have any idea how to speak to someone or how to share their link or how to do some of those things. And I have to tell you, as a company owner, sometimes you get away from those things, right? I remember when I very first started in this industry, I was working as a money manager or a broker, and I would come home every single day at 5 o'clock. I would say hello to my wife and my kids, and I would go straight to my second office at home. And I would work there till 11 p.m. every single night, trying to figure this thing out, right? Trying to figure out, why are all these people earning all this amazing income? How are they doing it different than me? I saw people out there that was like, I have to be as good as them, right? I have to be. What is going on that I am missing? And what it taught me, going through all those struggles, going through learning how to do this business and growing on my own. Number one, it found me that I had to find mentors, right? I had to find people that I could really look up to, that could open up my eyes to things that I just simply couldn't see before. We always tend to be so focused on what we think that we know. And the reality is, a lot of times we don't know as much as we think that we do. And that still holds true in our business today. As you all know, I'm very involved in the field. I talk to the leaders on a regular basis. I get ideas from the field, and we do our best to implement those things, because we're not the all-knowing. But what I do know for a fact is, if you have a plan in place, if you have the right mentorship, if you have the right leadership, and you have the right training, the community that we can create and the culture that we can create could be much bigger than just our products and our services and what we do, right? And you guys have heard me talk about this many different times, that I want GCN to be the company that people want to be part of, regardless of what we sell, regardless of what we do. They want to be part of this culture because it's awesome, because it's cool, because it's real, and they can feel that, right? Everybody wants to be part of something. But in order to do that, you have to start at the bottom. You have to start building people up, the people that are brand new, not only in English, but in Spanish and whatever language that they are, having the people that can come and help build them up, because it's not all going to be me, right? It has to be the other people that are out there in the trenches with you right now, or have been in those trenches, and can help you get to the next level. So as we move forward here, I'm going to start calling out leaders. I'm going to start contacting you and saying, look, I need you to come on a Zoom with me. I don't want them just to see my face. I want to see yours. I want to be able to interview you and ask you about your success and your struggles and how you got to the place that you are. That is how companies are built. It's not built on coming out to an overview call where I say the same thing every single day. I can almost do it with my eyes closed. Many of you, if you were on my call on Sunday night, my slides disappeared. And I think that I almost said the same exact thing, that if the slides were there or not. I think it's good for that repetition. It's good to help you build your business, but we want to give you the tools and the things that you need to really explode, right? It really explode your business and get locked into this, where you can make this a full-time income if you choose to. Some of you might only want a side income, and that's totally cool as well. So with that being said, what I want to do here tonight is I want to show you a few things that we've done inside of our back office, that when I say we've done, okay, a few things that are coming into your back office over the next few days. some things that are already there that I bet you don't even know. And I want to walk you through how you can use some of these and how you're going to be able to utilize some of the tools and the services that we have. I'm going to show you just some new marketing tools that we have that are going to be launched within the next, maybe even tonight. Okay, I'll know more about that tonight. I can't promise you that. So we're going to talk about some of that right now, okay? And then I'm going to open it up for Q&A. But before I got into that, I had to share that with you. I had to get that off my chest that, I'm excited about the future of this company. I truly am, okay? And it can't just be me. I've got to surround myself with the very best people in the business, not only from a corporate standpoint, but also the leaders out there. So as I said, if I'm doing this, I got to reach out to you guys, got to help me as well. So if I do that, if I make that call, I'm going to ask you to be part of this as well and come out here and show people why you do what you do. Okay. So I'm going to get that commitment. I know I am. But with that being said, what I'm going to do here, I'm actually going to share my screen. I'm going to share my back office with you really quick. When I say my back office, as you guys know, I don't promote, so it's not my back office, but I'm going to log in here to a back office really quickly. And I'm going to talk about some of the new things that are already in our back office right now, and then some of the new things that are coming. Now, some of you are brand new, but before I get into that, let me just ask, okay, because I need some feedback here. Can everybody see my back office right now? Can you just give me a number 1 that you can see this back office? Awesome. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, so as we get going here, I'm going to try my best to look at the chat. I'm going to open this thing up for questions here at the end, but if something pops into your mind, write it there. I might try to go back and look at it, okay? You guys know I'm not the best in the world at that, but I will do my best here tonight. So number 1, someone's going to win this Fitbit here tonight, okay? So let's see what happens there. Something here really quickly before I actually get into what I want to show you. One thing that we as y'all know, just about a month and a half ago were our auctions. And if you haven't been paying attention, we have auctions literally every single day. If you're not following us on Facebook, we announce right now what our scheduled auctions are going to be. So you can actually see them before they even go live. I want to encourage you to do a few things here tonight. Number 1, I want you to make sure that you're following us on Facebook. Number 2, I want to make sure that you are following us on Telegram, because we communicate on Telegram. We do. You could do that right here in the back office on Telegram. That will allow you to sign up, that little arrow right there. Okay, so I wanted to encourage you to do that. The last thing I want to say is this. Look, we created these auctions for you, right? We created these opportunities for you. And if you want to see this thing get to the next level, if you want to see us to where we're having hundreds of auctions a day, not 5, not 6, but as many as we possibly can think of in different countries, products for different countries, products across the board. If you're wanting to see that, what we need is we need participation, okay? We need participation, right? We need you guys to get in here and show us that you want this, that we can make this a fantastic product, because I think it's the best product out there, because it allows us to go in so many different areas. And y'all know I'm a huge sports nut, okay? I'm a big sports fan, but I think this product right here, it opens up so many different doors that we literally can go anywhere that we want to go. So I want to encourage you to set the pace for your team, okay? Because here's the deal. If you're not out there, if you're not participating, if you're not bidding on it, don't expect your team to do it, right? They're not going to do it if you're not doing it. So I'm calling every single person out here tonight. Set the pace for your team so they know what this is all about, so we can explode this thing to a whole different level. Also, I want to let you know, over the next couple days, you're going to be receiving a survey, and that survey is just going to ask you to give us some auction items. Like, what type of auction items would you like to see come on here? Again, it's easy for us to sit here and think about what we would want or what we would need, but there's some ideas out there, I guarantee you, that a lot of people have that we don't. So we're going to be reaching out to you about that, where you can share with that being said, that are in your back office right now. Start with is the money, okay? As many of you know, well, let me ask a question here, okay? Oh, Frankie's saying my audio is broke. Can everybody hear me okay? Can you give me a number 2 if you can hear me okay? Okay, cool. So, Brett's saying no. Okay, well, I've got a bunch of 2s, so I don't know if it was my internet or y'all's. Okay, all right, here we go. It's choppy, a little choppy, okay. Well, hopefully it's cleared up now. Cutting in and out, that's very strange. All right, let me try to get closer to this mic here. I don't know if that's the internet or what, but I apologize. Okay, so here we go. David, by the way, I'm going to be shooting you a text, okay? I see your thing here. I saw your text earlier. So here we go. Let me get to this, okay? So I'm going to get this. We'll record it. I hope that you guys can hear me and see it. But let me ask you a question, okay? And this will really determine whether you can hear me or not. How many of you have ever had someone that wanted to come into our business, but they couldn't get Bitcoin, right? Or they had no way of getting Bitcoin or anything like that? Give me a number 5 if you've ever experienced that. Yeah, that's a challenge, right? It can be a challenge for a lot of people. A lot of people don't even have any idea. So one of the trainings that we're going to be doing here very soon is teaching people exactly how to set up a wallet, how to go out there and purchase Bitcoin and things like that. But here's a pretty cool thing that we're going to show you here tonight. We've just introduced this thing called buy package credits. I'm betting that most of you have not actually seen this. I'm going to go ahead and click it here. We are now giving people the opportunity to actually go in here and buy credits that will allow you to transfer them to other people or to use them for yourself for an upgrade. Okay, so for example, if you wanted to come in here and buy 1 Bitcoin worth of package credits because you have Bitcoin but others don't, okay, but maybe they can pay you in cash or however you want to do it, we're now giving you the ability to actually throw Bitcoin into your system here. Now, here's the cool thing. Once you do that, you can actually transfer these credits to anyone that you want, okay? And so when people go to the sign up page, they're actually going to be given a choice. Let me just go here and show you guys, okay? So you can see what I'm talking about. Let's see if we can. I'm going to hit get started here, and we're going to put in a username. Actually, you know what? I don't know if I'm going to do this because it's going to take too long. I want everybody to do this on their own after this call, because what it's going to show you is that you can actually, well, here, let me just do it real quick. I'm going to do it. I'm sorry. I want to do it. Okay. We're just going to create a fake account here really quick. Give me just a minute. Uh-oh, hold on one second. I'm sorry, guys. This is probably why I didn't need to do this. All right, here we go. There we go. Okay, so we are gonna create this really quick. And when we get to the payment page here, what you're gonna see is actually 2 different ways that you can pay now. Okay, some of you have checked this out. Some of you have not checked this out, okay? If I was to transfer credits here to this user right here, you could see that they could actually pay for their position with credits, okay? So what is, I can't remember what even username I set up here, but okay, let's see here. Let me see if I can see this. Well, I don't even know what username I set up, but here's the bottom line. If I wanted to transfer credits to them, I could easily do that. So I could buy credits, I could transfer them to be able to activate their account. Also, I have people on my team that maybe they want to upgrade, they don't have access to the Bitcoin as well. I can transfer credits to them. So I want to make sure everybody understands the true power of this. I got distracted there by trying to show you how to do it. I want you to understand how powerful this is, okay? This gives you the ability to truly, if you have Bitcoin, you can buy package credits, okay? Now, another thing that you can actually do is you can actually use your own commissions to be able to do this if you want. So on the My Funds, you see the transfer credits. If I went to transfer credits, I don't have any, but if I did, I could literally just transfer those to that user right there, and they would show up on his account or her account to be able to sign up. It's huge. I don't know if you guys are getting this, because like I said, I think I got distracted there for a second, but this is a really big thing because it opens up the doors to a lot of you that have Bitcoin, and people have cash and they want to give it to you, okay? Now, another thing is this. You can actually use your commissions. As you can see here, move commission. If I go to move commission, we literally allow you, I don't have any credits, I don't have any commissions to move, but if I had a balance available, I literally could move it to package credits, right? And I could use those package credits to help people, okay? So if you think about this, as we break into international countries that Maybe people don't have the same technology that we have here, or maybe it's better. I'm just saying there's a lot of people that don't have access to Bitcoin. This opens up a big door. So if everybody is getting this, and I didn't mess it up too much by me trying to set up that account, give me a number 7 that you get this 100%, how big of a deal this is. Yeah. Okay. I agree with you. I think it's something massive. And let me log in here to this account again. Okay. It logged me out because I signed up a new user. Okay, so here we are. So that's one thing that I wanted to show you guys. Okay, I think that that's a big deal. The second thing that I wanted to talk about here today is we have a brand new sports wagering course that should be uploaded tonight. Okay, so if you went right here to sports wager and then sports wagering course, you can see that there's going to be 9 different courses. Now, this course right here is going to take you all the way from the very basics to being able to understand what the over, the under, the total, the spread. You know, like sometimes people hear me on overview calls. They don't have a clue what I'm talking about when I talk about the total, the spread, the over, the under, the parlays, the teasers, all those things that go into sports wagering. You're going to be able to learn it right here in a 9-course thing. Everyone who purchases our product going forward, this is one of the products that they're going to receive. They're going to receive our sports wagering course that they can go through and they can begin to understand how they can do sports wagering on their own if they choose to. Now, why would someone even care about understanding how to do sports wagering? Well, if you haven't taken a look at how we've been doing with some of our sporting events, you might want to take a look, okay? Because we've had some pretty awesome days out there. I think that one day this last weekend, we went 8-0 in hockey. Let me get to some of these older pages here. Where you can see a lot of green, right? So we've been doing really good. And I don't talk about this too much, right? You don't hear me talk about wins that much. You more hear me talk about losses. But if you're going through here, folks, I know you're seeing a lot more green than you are red, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to be helping people. And in addition to that, not only are we going to be helping people to learn how to do it if they choose to, it also offers a true product when someone comes in here on top of everything else that we do that is tangible that they can use today and start helping them earn income. I think it's a pretty cool business model to be able to say, look, you know, the product is awesome, but here's a way that you can earn some extra income as well if you choose to do it. We put our picks in here every single day, at least an hour before the games go off, okay? So if you are wanting to do that, if sports wagering is something that you would like to participate in, you can definitely use our picks. As I said, we've been doing pretty decent with them. I know the games of the weeks have been kind of hit and miss as of late, but I mean, overall, we've still been doing really good with those as well. So this is just another avenue for y'all, okay? So let me ask you something. Does that make sense on the sports wagering course? Is that something that excites you? Give me a number 8. If you can see the value in that of being able to share this with people as another product to come in, right? All right, very cool. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it as well. So I shouldn't say that's for sure going to be here tonight, but I'm about 95% sure that will be here tonight, okay? So the next thing I want to talk about here tonight is the marketing system. One thing that most of y'all may not know is that when I got my start in this business, I told you how I used to go to my office every single day and then come home and go to my second office and stay there until 11 o'clock at night. And I was totally convinced, maybe you guys can understand this. When I first got in this, all I could think about in my mind is I would be making $50,000 a month in my first 6 months. That was my mindset. That was my goal, because that was kind of the catchy thing back then. I knew for a fact I was going to be earning $50,000 a month in my first 6 months, period, right? Well, about like a year and a couple months later, when we're big time in debt and everything else, and it hadn't happened, maybe some of y'all can relate to that as well. That's when things started to change for me, because I got some mentors. I started to learn how to do things instead of trying it on my own. I'm a little bit hard-headed. Maybe some of y'all can relate to that. But one of the biggest things for me is I built my business online. Which by the way, I'm not saying that that's the way to go, because my belief is that it takes both. It takes offline and it takes online. It takes you going out there and meeting people and connecting with people on a personal level. And it also, with the social media aspects of our business now, the ability to connect with people on a social media platform, it's taken things to a whole new level, right? But I believe it takes both. I believe it takes the old school way of meetings and going out to lunch with people and connecting with people. And I also think the new way of being able to, get exposure and connecting with people on that level is a big deal as well. That's my belief, okay? Everyone's opinion is different, so don't worry about it. But here's one thing I know. As a previous internet marketer or someone that built their business online, I'm going to go on and say it. I think that our marketing pages, the way that we built this out, are not the best. That's just the truth. Okay. Number one, we don't really have the best opt-in system. We have pages right now. Let me just show you what we have right now. Okay. So you guys can see that. And then we're going to give me just 1 second here. Let me show you what we have right now. And then I'm going to show you some of the things that we're doing to help you. Okay. Right now, like, let me just go on this. You guys can see what we actually have in place right now for a marketing page. And I'm going to point out some of the things that I think are wrong with this to help you. Number one, okay, what this does right now is it basically takes someone, it's not a bad title or anything like that. There's some cool stuff. We still have an old video on there. Number one, that's obviously bad. Number two, we're asking for phone numbers and WhatsApp numbers. A lot of people aren't going to put that in there. But here's the biggest problem I see with this. We have a video, we have the opt-in page, and then this opt-in page just sends someone directly to a sign-up page. Let me just tell you from personal experience, there's no value there, right? There's no value proposition to get someone to go to that next step. The only way that someone's going to sign up with you on a page like this, in my opinion, okay, this is my opinion, no one else's, in my opinion, is if you know the person, right? If you sent someone here that already knows you, they put in the information, they'd watch a short video just to go sign up. That's my opinion, okay? Y'all are welcome to your own. My opinion is this: if we're going to get out there and you're going to market your business on social media, if you're going to get out there and you're going to share your websites and things like that, there needs to be a value proposition, right? There needs to be a reason why someone's going to opt in there. And that usually comes down to content and what's on the other side of it. Okay. But right now we're going straight from a movie and an opt-in to a sign-up page. It's not, I'm just telling you, it won't work. So here's one thing that we're going to be implementing. I'm going to show you right now these are some of the pages that we're implementing. So right now, tonight, I'm not going to say tonight, okay, but over the next couple of days, you're going to see many different pages like this, okay? These pages are opt-in pages. They're only built for one thing, and it's to gather the person's information to send them to a next step, okay? If you're with me and you understand what an opt-in page is and you understand why it's important to not give it all away here, but just to give a small piece to get them to enter their information, give me a number 4 that you get that and you understand what we're doing here, okay? Pretty cool, right? So we're going to have several pages just like this with different content. Some of them will focus on sports wagering. Some of them will focus on auctions. Some of them will focus on earning Bitcoin. Some of them will focus on, the 9 to 5, getting rid of the grind, right? Some of them will focus getting rid of the rat race, single moms or stay-at-home moms we have so many different directions we can go when it comes to content, and that's what you're going to see going forward. Okay. So we're going to launch with 4 or 5 of these. You'll see them pop up. You can use them. But here's the key component. Number one, obviously we want people to opt in, okay? And I will tell you this, we will also have some that will not have the logo, because one of the challenges with the logo on an opt-in page is people immediately go type in Global Credits Network and you can lose prospects that way, okay? So if you see some of these landing pages that don't have logos on them, that's by design. It's not, a lot of people don't understand that. As soon as someone sees a logo, they go type in Global Credits Network, they try to find another sponsor or something like that, or they try to learn about the company. We want you to be able to keep the people that you refer, okay? So if you understand what I'm saying, give me a number 2. I know I'm asking for a lot of interaction, but I want you to get what's going on here, okay? Okay, so the second part of this is what happens after these people come to a page like this? Right now, I've already showed you what happens is they basically go to the sign up page, right? Or they go to our main website, which again, unless you know someone, there's not going to be any real benefit to being able to do that, okay? So the second page that we are working on right now is a page just like this, okay? And we're gonna set up a few different things. Sorry about that dude's face right there. I don't know what's going on with me. But we're going to be setting it up just like this, okay? The secret video will show you how to put fun back into your business and earn BTC daily, okay? Now, on this sales page right now, we're putting the latest, well, what maybe not the latest, but the overview call that I feel is the very best, okay? Until our actual marketing video gets done, which will be very soon, this is what's going to be here for you. But let me tell you guys something, okay? I'm also a big believer that the more touch and the more personal feel that you can have with people, the more opportunity for them to sign up with a program, okay? So let me just give you an example. If you came to this page, and don't worry about if it's me or someone else, but if you came to this page and you saw my overview call after you opted in, you're excited because you want that opportunity to earn Bitcoin daily, you like the idea of putting fun back into business, you come here and you watch the overview call that I've been doing, don't you think that people are a lot more willing probably to take the next step rather than just going to our main website where it's just content? If you believe that, if someone sent there, don't you think that this is a better idea, that they could come and learn? And here's the deal. I just want you to know, we're still going to have pages like this that have my overview call on it, or a overview call, probably mine for right now. But we will also be creating other pages that if you want to send them to like the short video, whether it be like 5 or 6 minute video that explains the company, we're going to do that. So we're going to have several different sales pages as well that you can utilize, and you're going to figure out what works for you. Okay. That's it. You're just going to figure out what works for you. But as you can see, if you scroll down here, you can see that we've done this pretty well. We have the downloadable comp plan PDF, which I'm about to show you as another tool we have created for you to be able to see right now. We list out the prices and we click right there. When someone clicks right there, yes, let's have some fun and earn, they're going to be redirected to your sign up page, not the main website, okay, where they go through all the content again. They're going to be redirected to the sign up page where they can pay and get started. I want to make sure you guys are getting this, okay? The flow of our website, even our main website, you're going to see some changes to that. I'm very picky, and I know it doesn't look like that maybe right now to some of you, but there's some changes on the website that need to be made as well from a graphic standpoint and things like that. So just know that those things are coming, just as these marketing pages are coming. Let me ask you, and here's the deal. It's okay if you don't agree, but for those of you who are looking at this and maybe you're marketing this business, could you not see that this is a much cleaner version than this right here? Give me a number 3 if you think that the new version, like this is the old version, but if you think the new version is a little bit cleaner, right? Okay, well, thank you very much. I think so too. I'm excited about it. So let me move this right back over here. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk to you about, or I want to show you that relates to this as well, another marketing tool that we're coming with on top of the videos, and I appreciate the participation. Thank you all so much, okay? The second thing I want to show you here tonight is our actual new comp plan. Wow, sorry, hold on one second. I'll back up from this thing. Okay, so what I'm sharing with you right now is our new comp plan PDF. This is going to be updated in your back office where you can download it. You can print it out. It prints very nicely. I had some printed out, put some in spiral notebooks for some of you who are meeting people for lunch or doing some of the old school business, as some might call it. And for those of you who are doing internet marketing, again, we are putting it on our sales page to be downloaded, number 1. But number 2, there's some other things that you can do with it. So I'm just going to go down here and I'm going to scroll through here and kind of show you guys what we've done here. Number 1, we break down the difference between an affiliate and a retail customer. We give them a table of contents, very clean, very professional. And then we start breaking down exactly what this is. We pay 7 days a week. Pretty awesome, right? We talk about the packages and show them exactly how much it costs to get started with us. The Fast Start bonus, we go through that. That's our new Fast Start bonus graphic. I'm just scrolling through here so you guys can see it. We talk about the binary, break down a binary with some new images as well, as you guys can see right there. So it's much, much, much better than what we've had in the past. So you guys are going to have access to this as well. It's going to be in your back office to download. And then we will also put it on your sales page for people to download when they come through. So we completely break everything down for you right there where people can see it. So let me ask you a question. Do you think a tool like this is going to help you out? Give me a number 9 if you think a tool like this is going to help you out. All right, cool. So look, as you can see, I mean, we are well aware that some of the things that we have in our back office, some of the the content that we've had, some of the marketing material, it's just not been up to par where we want it to be. Some of that was due to the fact that we did our change so quickly, right, from a branding standpoint, but that's okay because going forward, we're going to be crushing this thing. We're going to be creating multiple landing pages for you and everything like that. So with that being said, what I want to do here is I want to open it up for Q&A. See, it's 8:35. I said I would get you out of here in 30 minutes, so that was a fat lie. I apologize for that. But any questions out there related to the items that we discussed here tonight, please shoot them my way. I did see one question pop up about an autoresponder. We don't have a built-in autoresponder at this point. Well, let me rephrase that. We actually do have an autoresponder that we can build in to send out messages on your behalf. So it'll be a drip system, like, one on the first day, one on the second day, third day, and things like that. We don't have the ability for you to hook your own autoresponder to this yet. And most internet marketers want to do that. So just FYI. Okay, so what do we got here? When will the new marketing be available? So I believe, I don't want to overstate, okay, but I believe that you will see it either tonight or tomorrow night, the new landing pages, the PDF that you're looking at right now. Let me stop showing this, okay? The PDF that you're looking at right now, all the things that we just discussed, even the new course, right? The new course for the betting system, you're going to be able to see all that over the next couple days, okay? It could be tonight. I just don't want to overpromise. I'd rather tell you like a couple days and be able to surprise you tomorrow, because I'm not, anything can happen when you're dealing with technology. Y'all know that. So that's what we're looking at. All right, so let's see. James, you change to remove the logo on the landing pages, but the URL will still show GCN. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's exactly right. You can buy a domain and you can mask that domain if you choose to. The question was, and maybe everybody can see this, I'm not sure, but basically, hey, if you, even if we don't put the logo up there, someone could see the URL. One thing you might not know is we actually use a different URL for our landing pages than we do the main website. So that's one thing. But number two, you can buy your own domain and you could actually mask it if you chose to. Okay, and those are some of those things that we're going to talk about when we talk about training, we talk about marketing and helping people. Those are small little things that a lot of us take for granted. I mean, I've been porting domains for what, like years, like decade, over a decade. So for me, that's easy, but for some of you, it's not, right? All right, so any other questions? Great point about the sign up page, James. Also, it'd be nice to get rid of a button with the arrow on the main site because it looks unprofessional. Well, thank you. we are doing some changes to the main website, as I said, from a graphic standpoint. So just know that. Yeah, so Sharon's asking about, have we taken off all references to STB? Truthfully, last night we deleted basically every training video that we had that might be pertained to that, like the old member orientations. Anything related to that has been removed. So the answer is yes. If you guys see something that refers to that in our back office or associated with it, please let us know. We've changed all the emails. Everything that related to that should be updated at this point in time. So great question. Yeah, Sharon, I agree with you. It was confusing. All right, any other questions out there that I can assist you with before we get this wrapped up? Again, I've kept you much longer than I wanted. Excuse me for 1 second here. I'm gonna grab it. Sorry for that. Okay. Thanks, Patrick. I appreciate that. High five to you as well. All right. Any other questions before we get this wrapped up? When will we have short videos? Troy, they are in the works. Okay. So again, I don't want to overpromise. I would say within, what is today? Tuesday. I would say by the beginning of next week, we will have the videos for you. Okay. Yeah, I think everyone would love a short video. No doubt about it. Thanks, Michael. I appreciate that. All right. Any other questions? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Big thumbs up to you as well. All right. Any other questions before we get wrapped up here? I've kept you 40 minutes. I did not intend to do that. Okay, well, look, I'm going to wrap this thing up. Okay, I appreciate you taking the time to come out here. As you can see, we're doing a lot. We're doing a lot behind the scenes that you just haven't been able to see yet, but a lot of that will be implemented here, within the next couple days, next week for the video as well. So there's a lot of amazing things that are happening inside of our company. Here's a question about the travel schedule. We will be releasing some event dates here very soon. I know that there will be one in February, so we're working on the date for that. So we have a couple different spots that we're looking at. There'll also be some international events that are coming as well. Let's see here. Can we see the guys that bet on sports? So here's the deal. Not most, in fact, all the handicappers that we use right this very second, they want to remain anonymous. A lot of these guys are not huge, like famous people that you would know. They're just guys that know how to pick games, as y'all can see. So with that being said, it may not always be like that. In fact, there's a couple deals in the works. I'm not going to get into it, but there's some possibilities for some big name people to actually be working with us. So just keep that in mind. So yeah, Marcus, on the video, we definitely will be having a short video. As far as the sizzle call, I traditionally leave that to the distributors. I don't know if anyone has a sizzle call that they're using that they might want to share with people, but I don't necessarily plan on having a sizzle call unless you guys are just like demanding it. I guess we could for sure, but landing pages will be right away. Yes, and Craig, the autoresponder will link to the landing pages, but as I said, we don't have it set up right now that you could add your own autoresponder. It would just be the internal one. Okay, just so you know. All right, Brent. Well, let's do it. Brent says we're shooting for February 21st and 22nd in Michigan for a live event. So that would be great. And I know that there's one being planned either in Southern California or possibly Vegas again. So we'll keep you guys posted on that. So, all right, listen, I'm going to wrap this thing up for the sake of time. I know it's late here. Thank you all so much for taking the time to come out. I appreciate what y'all are doing. I'm excited about the future of our company and where we're headed. We've got nothing but great things ahead of us. So thank you so much for all you're doing. Have a great night. Make sure to share this with your team. We'll be sending out the recording and be looking for those changes coming up here very soon. All right. Bye-bye.